Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or head cold, you're like, forget that, I'm playing. But my advice, if you have a shot at home court, you go for it.
You would play with a head cold?
Oh, my gosh.
I never got a head cold.
You're a warrior.
I always played with a head because I was cold.
Oh, nice.
Kevin Harlan ailing with a hangnail, but he's still here to make the call.
One of the most important monuments in the nation, the War Memorial. The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Ready to go?
Look at Indiana. They're in the lower tier of the playoff contenders, hanging out at the 7th spot in the Eastern Conference.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, the streak has been very difficult as this team has struggled of late. And the struggles may continue. They've got a really tough challenge against this team.
Yeah, and if they're going to snap that losing streak, what better way to do it than against an opponent like these guys? I mean, that be doing it in style.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Green in a 2-guard. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Hansen in at the 3 spot. The shot's good from Irving.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game progresses.
It's George on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Indiana. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
That falls. Great assist by Love.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
McCollum kicks to George. No good. Great D that time from Love. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And here's Green outside. The shot misses.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And they're running. Here's Irving. Misses from close range.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, a moment ago, Terry Stotts and I were able to chat. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. There's Green with the three. The rebound by Turner.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Outside, George pulls up. High post. And again, it's Indiana.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Love. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Pass to George. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Irving kicks to Green. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right there.
Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Cavaliers number one. In third, the Pacers.
And here we've got two teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup. And now a quick review at the numbers for Kyrie Irving. He's averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Now, here is Monroe. Following the miss by Miles Turner. To stop the drought, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Love the pass to Green. And another miss by Cleveland.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Turner with a screen for Young. Green with the block. Kicks it to Love. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Green, no luck. Pacers leading by 4. The dish to Bonner. Holmes passes to Young. Indiana moving the ball around. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Now, here's Green, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Pass to Bonner. Young in the corner, all alone. And that's good for 2. And the Pacers lead by 6.
And here are the numbers for Turner. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 13th in field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks first.
And, you know, you mentioned it, one of the more efficient scorers in the game. He challenges defenders with his bravado and his swagger. And more often than not, he prevails. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
There's the pass to Holmes. The feed to Bonner. To the wing on the left. A floater. Taylor with the rebound.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here is Bonner, covered by Monroe. Bonner dishes to Turner. Sinks that one from the post. Turner's got his first points of the night. Stolen. And so the first quarter is in the books. Indiana out in front as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Green in its shooting guard. Monroe is out there with Taylor. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's George in at the pivot, manning the middle. Pacers leading by 3. And Beverly kicks to George. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Winston. He feeds it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. The Cavaliers pull it in. Green's got his third rebound tonight. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He had 64 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game you'll always remember.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Well, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself. You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To see these guys have been hot is another. Freak, number 1.
Well, I'm sure the coach is pleased with his performance here recently. He's been on a nice little roll. If this keeps up, his team will definitely be moving in the right direction.
Young's checked in for Indiana, and that one's good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Hanson. Sampson dishes to Green. Sampson, the pass to Green. Cleveland moving the ball around. Dishes it to Irving. Cleveland gets it back. George from down in the low post. It goes. George has got his first 2 points of the night.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Now, here's Green. 6 points for him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. To the inside. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from George.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Irving feeds it to Green. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play, utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
And the basket by McCollum. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Love's check in for the Cavaliers. Irving with the ball. He's against Bonner. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Hansen. Irving for 3. Good on the shot. Irving's got 7.
They're doing much better now. I mean, in the first quarter, they converted less than 30% of their field goal. But they've bounced back nicely here.
Kicks to Young. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Irving kicks to Green. Teardrop shot. Ejected by Young. And that one's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. That's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Love against Turner. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And, guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Pacers shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. He's off on the 1st. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And now, let's hear it for your teammate.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Freak really making a difference here.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays. And I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
We've got Patrick Beverly. He's out there with McCullough. Turner is out there with Paul George. And it's Winston in at the power forward position. That's the Pacers 5. Leaps for it. Here's Beverly. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Cavaliers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Green with the ball. Now defended by McCullough. Love right side. Here's George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And George, here we go, slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Back to Irving. Love wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. McCollum kicks to Beverly. Turner with a screen on Irving. Beverly dishes to McCollum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Beverly, the pass to Turner. Baseline jumper. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Beverly against Irving. In the corner, George with it. And here's Love from the arc. Good. Love's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And Beverly kicks to George. And stolen by Love. And they're on the break. And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Beverly dishes to George. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. 6 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. No luck. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now, here is George. Following the miss by Freak, and he gets it to go. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Irving kicks to Green. Kicks it out to Love. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Pacers trail by 11. Beverly, the pass to George. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the left iron.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now, here's George. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Got that one up quick. 17 points for Paul George.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Green, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
So far in the game for the Prophet, 16 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Bonner kicks to Young. He dishes it to George. Tipped away. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points. not turnover.
For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Now here's Taylor. 5 points in the game. Young against Monroe. They double him with Green. The dish to Bonner. There's the triple. The shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Green. And so here's Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The drive by Monroe, and he converts the layup. Monroe's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now, here's George. 20 points for him. George missing again.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Pass to Bonner. Indiana moving the ball around. Holmes passes to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
There's the screen. From 11 feet away, the shot no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 10. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Beverly. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Green, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Irving, and it's Monroe in at the 3 spot. Now here's Green. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Turner with a screen on Irving. Off the pick. Green with the block. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. There's the pick. Six to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's Beverly. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Green, ejected by Young. Passes it to Winston. And the foul called on Freak. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The lead now in single digits.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Well, Cleveland shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. No good. Good work defensively by Turner.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Expanding his range. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Monroe wide open. Here's George, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And now, let's hear it for your Eastmates.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now here's Turner. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cleveland leading by 10. Irving dishes to Green. Back to Irving. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
That's tipped. Pass to Hansen. He kicks to Green. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Green's got 21 in the game. Irving against Beverly. Turner with a screen for Beverly. To the left wing. For three, Stauskas. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. You know, Love is playing well. He has 9 rebounds, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Bonner, he's checked in for the Pacers. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Here's Irving. And Turner with the block. Out to the wing. Bonner, that's a 2-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's the screen. And Turner kicks to Beverly to end the drought. And it's good on the way in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The Cavaliers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And Love throws it down.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now, here's Green. That three off the mark.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Bonner passes to Beverly. Left side, Turner. Beverly against Irving. Shot clock at 5. Here's Winston. Makes it off the glass.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Cleveland leading by 11.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Irving dishes to Green. And Bonner pulls it down.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
George is checked in for Indiana. McCollum comes in for Bonner.
Paul George. CJ.
And George, here we go. Here's Turner. And another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Take a look at what Beverly's been doing. He's got 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Beverly.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's Green. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
Turner lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Irving kicks to Green. Turner comes with the double team. Over to the left wing. Drops one in from the wing. And the Cavaliers lead by 11. Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. Outside, George. Out left to the wing. Here the three-point line, it's McCollum. And he overshot that one, missing. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Irving passes to Green. Lets it go from 11. Green missing again. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operating. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming into the court are your Pacers.
They set the pick. George dishes to Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Green. It's rebounded by Indiana.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And now we've got the intentional foul. There's 38 seconds left in the game. To the paint, here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming into the court are your Pacers.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Yeah, that shot got them out of their seats and off their hands.
Hey, guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court are your Pacers fans.
And Turner kicks to Beverly. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Let's hear it for your Pacers fans.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Winston. There's the feed to George. And Beverly kicks to Turner. Cullen passes to Winston. Green. Offline. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Plenty of assists for you in this win tonight. Did you see something in their defense that you were able to exploit?
I don't know if I saw anything, but teammates certainly did. They all did a fantastic job of finding their open spots on the floor. All I had to do was get the ball to them. They made my life easy.
Congratulations. Terrific job. Humble Kevin, even with a stellar effort.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.